Brittany Maclean here inside the CBC Sports Digital Studio in Toronto. And for the next 2 weeks, we're going to be chatting a lot about the World Freestyle, Skiing, and Snowboarding World Championships. And today I have a chance to chat with my very good friend who is over there right now covering all of the action with the athletes. Anastasia Bucsis, how are you doing?
Girl, I couldn't be better, all right? Look at this backdrop first and foremost, all right? It's not a hardship to be in St. Moritz, Switzerland. We are so lucky to be here. All the athletes are in such good moods. Brittany, I will tell you though, the snow and the sun, there's 300 days of sun in St. Moritz every year. I am so sunburned. I'm wearing like 10 pounds of makeup. My nose is like Rudolph, but come on, vitamin D, Bluebird Day. It does not get much better than this at a World Championships before the Olympic Games.
It is so stunning, and I literally am so jealous of those mountains behind you. It looks so picturesque. I'm also jealous of these amazing conversations you're having with the athletes. Starting out yesterday, 2 medals for Canada on day 1. We saw Mick Kingsbury take the silver, and Maya Schwinghammer, what a moment there for bronze. She gets her spot, hopefully on the Olympic team, and we'll talk about that more later. But can you tell us a bit about the emotion at the finish of that moguls event?
It was massive. Let's start with Mick. I mean, the greatest of all time, of course. I was very lucky. I went to Sochi with him. I know him quite well. Every time he's in the gate, he wants to win. He won a beautiful silver medal yesterday, his 14th World Championship medal. He's got a great rivalry with Kuma Harishima of Japan. And you know what? It was a wonderful day. He had his family there. He had his son, Henrik. After he got his medal, he goes, "It was a good day for our family. I won this," and Henrik got his 4th tooth. Look at that. We got a little action behind us. Sorry, Britt. And Maya Schwinghammer. I mean, what a moment for the pride of Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. She wins that beautiful bronze. Her parents were right behind us. Her dad, Rick, is a super nice guy, big time character, and they were just sobbing. There was so much emotion. Really, really cool just to see how much momentum she's built this season, and then to end the pre-Olympic season with a bronze at the World Championships. Doesn't get much better than that. I asked her about Jen Heil too, being the chef de mission for Italy, and she was just over the moon. She goes, "That's why I started this sport. It's so full circle." It was really special. I'll remember it for my life.
It was so cool. And I think the reason I said she has to wait until to make it finalized, of course, a lot of these athletes are getting their preliminary qualification from Milano Cortina, but then they have to prove that they're still in good fitness next season. So we can't quite sign the documents yet, but it is looking really well for Maya. That will be her first Olympic Games in Miko. And I wanted to ask you, Anastasia, because a lot of these athletes, there is direct implication for the qualification for the Olympics. This is the final stretch. We're now under a year out. Are you feeling any of the weight and pressure when you chat with athletes?
All the time. I feel pressure all the time because I obviously want to give them as much respect and love as I can. But yeah, it's go time, right? There's a number of ways. I'll keep it very simple to qualify for an Olympic Games. But certainly this year, pertaining to these sports, there are certain events that you want to get results at. And if you're consistently getting results at them, you put yourself into a very, very good position to qualify for the Olympic Games. An athlete that comes to mind is Liam Brierley, snowboard slopestyle and big air. Absolute champion. Truly has really come on strong these last few years. He's been riding with Mark McMorris. I was chatting with all the slopestyle athletes, and it's just cool. I mean, all of them were like, yeah, we're a new generation, but we literally get to call Mark McMorris a teammate and a training partner and, you know, a friend. It's just really cool to see kind of a changing of the guard, but I also got to give it to the wily vet from Regina. He's looking really good, and of course, he's hoping to find himself on top of the box here.
And you have lots of action ahead of you. Obviously, there is events happening every single day. This is a full 2-week competition. So I wondered, with some of your chats you're having with athletes, or if it's just a personal preference, is there a specific event you're most looking forward to or want to tee up for us?
Honestly, all of them. I mean, I made my money on ice, right? Not snow. I go very slowly east to west. I'm having to ski down actually to the ski cross finish right here, right now. But really, there's 16 events for skiing. There's 14 for snowboard, and Canada has just been on fire on the snow. So lots of hardware opportunities. I got to give some love to the half pipe. I mean, especially the women. Cassie Sharp is back. Rachel Carker, Amy Frazier, so much depth there. And then I think, I mentioned it, the slope style, it's going to be great. There are so many events in St. Moritz that I think are truly a preview of the Olympics. And in a sport like ski cross, where I'm watching qualifications, on a good day, truly Canada could sweep the podium. So it's just so fun, and we're going to be bringing all the action, Britt. So happy to be here. Every athlete's in a good mood. It is go time. I mean, it's a World Championships, but pressure is a privilege, as they say.
Yeah, and we're so grateful for all your coverage. I know the athletes are having to adapt to the ever-changing schedules, but you're also having to adapt to your plan. So thank you for all the work you're putting in. It is so fun to watch. Of course, all the coverage here on CBC Sports up until March 30th. Anastasia has you covered. Of course, she's a small but mighty team. I give a shout out to her camera operator, Cameron Curran, as well. Thank you for the work you're doing. Have so much fun, and remember to wear your sunscreen.
I do. I got to put it on my notes. Thanks so much, Britt.